Good morning to Keep the Faith with Pastor Frank. It's a great Tuesday morning, and this morning we're going to be talking about Abel. We call him the man of respect. And so our text is going to be uh, Genesis chapter 4, verses 1 through 8. And as usual, I'm going to ask you when you get online that you say hi so I can greet you. I appreciate those of you that join us on our little devotion in the mornings. So, good morning, Brother Lee. I see you there this morning. Brother Lewis and Sister Gail, I pray you're doing well. Good morning, Gigi. You up early again? It's good to see you. Um, so, uh, Genesis chapter 4, verses 1 through 8 is what I have listed as our uh, scripture passage. I'm just going to read one of those verses. And most people that are uh, that have read anything in the Bible have uh, uh, heard the story of Cain and Abel, and even people that haven't read the Bible, even young children, have heard the story of Cain and Abel. So, uh, the scripture says, Genesis 4:4. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. And so let's just look at a couple of things. Good morning, Mario. It's good to see you this morning. And let's consider a few things. One, let's consider who Abel was. Uh, his name is even though most Bible characters names have meaning, you can't always determine the meaning with accuracy. So uh, Abel's name may mean breath or vapor, which it would be suggested by his brief existence. Um, but it also could mean shepherd or herdsman, suggesting his occupation. So Abel and his brother Cain represent the two fundamental pursuits of civilized life. Cain was a farmer, and Abel was a keeper of livestock. Both of these jobs are noble occupations. They're essential to modern day living. Uh, it's what Abel did with his livelihood in relation to God that made the difference. So, uh, some of the facts about Abel's offering is, you know, uh, one of the things we need to realize is this morning we're just talking about uh, Abel and not Cain. So it's hard to consider someone's assets without offsetting them against someone's faults. But this morning we're just going to focus on Abel. Uh, so just remember that you never find yourself right with God by pointing out someone else's faults. And I hope you understand why I said that this morning. Just remember, you never find yourself right with God by pointing out someone else's faults. So, how did Abel receive a testimony of righteousness? Uh, since he was the first person to receive divine approval. uh, it's significant for us to notice this morning that Abel had no established precedent to follow. He didn't have the Bible. He didn't have an instruction manual. He didn't have the law. He didn't have anything. He didn't have an example to go by. He offered his offering out of a heart that was right with God. And now he's also uh, the first example of what faith can do when it's exercises. Uh, Hebrews says, by faith, Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice. That's found in Hebrews 11:4. Uh, his faith was quality and not just quantity. And this man, Abel, still speaks. And this is some kind of legacy. Abel's uh, action stimulates action in others. And this action testifies how faith is rewarded, how one can be in favor with God forever. Now, why do we talk about Abel? We should consider the offerings we bring to God day by day. For any kind of offering to be acceptable, we must offer ourselves first. I'm going to repeat that. For any kind of offering to God to be acceptable, we must offer ourselves first. And uh, we can learn from our scripture reading is uh, when a Christian dies physically, they still speak, uh, and they still speak throughout the ages. I mean, I have many friends who I've known through the years and people I love that have gone on to be with the Lord, but they still speak. They still teach me things through their life. So one of the other things I might mention, I don't know that people really notice this, but in the Hall of Faith, uh, Abel is the first name listed on that list. And we need to realize that the faith that that Abel came to God with, he offered himself, he offered his offering in faith. And that faith was so significant that it gained God's approval. So the thing we need to realize is we need to realize is that uh, we still need to offer ourselves to God first, then whatever offering we bring. Now, in today's society, we generally offer financially. I have been places where people offered livestock and produce as offering unto the Lord. And, but today, financially, so the thing there is too, is we must offer ourselves first in faith, then bring our offering before the Lord. So Abel was respected by God. He was considered a man of faith by God, simply just by following his heart, a heart of faith. So this morning, I pray that we would let our faith rise up within us and offer ourselves to God, as Romans says, a living sacrifice, that God can use us to touch the lives of those around us, and that God will cause this faith to grow and touch many people. So this morning, keep the faith. I look forward to seeing you Thursday morning at 6:30. Just love God through the day. Offer yourself to Him. Bring your offering to Him, and just let God bless you with His respect. God bless you this morning. Keep the faith. I'll see you again soon.